Arby's, we have the meats.
At first glance, Toyota Highlander XLE makes a powerful statement. With a standard 3.5-liter V6 and the ability to take you anywhere you want to go. Inside, it's all about room and comfort, with spacious seating for 8 and 5 USB charging ports. Plus, Toyota Safety Sense, our most advanced safety features, are standard equipment. Get a built-in the USA Highlander now with 1.9 financing for 60 months. Or lease one for just $299 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
When you're in a car wreck, you know who to call.
Call Hughes and Coleman.
800-800-4600.
Studies show people who call a lawyer on average get up to 3 times more money.
That's a lot of shakes.
Hughes and Coleman. 800-800-4600.
The $12.99 Papa's Meal Deal presents 12.99 seconds of better play. The $12.99 Papa's Meal Deal. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
We fix leaky chimneys. Call Barnhill Chimney Company today.
Drama in Frankfurt. Lawmakers meeting today to discuss whether to override Governor Matt Bevin's vetoes on the budget and tax bills. And tonight, both bills are now law.
Thousands of teachers descended on the Capitol to make their voices heard and ask for lawmakers to override the governor's vetoes.
After a strange device was found near a fire at Tractor Supply in Williamsburg, this hardware store in Corbin experienced explosions and a fire of their own. Details on the bizarre cases, plus what investigators are saying, coming up.
WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
High drama in Frankfurt tonight, but after much discussion, Governor Matt Bevin's vetoes didn't matter. Lawmakers came together and formed enough of a majority in both the House and the Senate to override his vetoes on the budget, tax, and pension phase-in bills.
Thousands showed up today to protest, asking for those changes to be made, and their wishes have been granted. We have a full team of reporters breaking down today's events from the Capitol. We begin tonight with WKYT's Hillary Thornton. She's live in Frankfurt detailing today's drama. Hillary, good evening.
Sam and Barbara, just minutes ago, the Senate wrapping up discussions and voting to override the governor's veto on the budget bill. The House also already voting to do that, meaning that bill is now law. The process of overriding a veto also complete for the revenue bill, which is also known as the tax bill. The fate of both vetoes being watched closely, starting in the House, beginning with the tax bill.
You're either willing to eat the broccoli to get the ice cream or you're not.
That's summing up the message from most Republicans speaking on the floor, saying while they aren't thrilled with every single part of the tax bill, that it is part of the plan to get the budget, a budget that they say is for public education. Democrats arguing that they certainly are for education, but that this is simply a bad bill and that while for different reasons, they agree with the veto by Republican Governor Matt Bevin.
This bill is not tax reform. This bill is a tax shift. And it's a tax shift from the wealthy and the corporations to those least able to pay.
While the discussion going on the House floor, Governor Bevin tweeting that the bill is sloppy and not the only way to fund education, seemingly making a call for a special session. Legislators still voting to override the veto with a vote of 57-40.
By significant margins, should tell the governor that he has burnt a lot of bridges with Republican legislators.
The tax bill then making its way to the Senate floor, hearing a good bit of discussion there as well. The Senate president calling the whole situation a unique one, ultimately narrowly passing through the Senate with a vote of 20-18 to complete the override process. Now, the vote in the Senate on that budget bill, it was not as narrow as the one on the revenue bill, passing 26-12, again making the budget law, making the state avoid a special session. For now, live in the state capitol, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. Now, let's break down what overriding the governor's veto of the revenue bill means to you at home. The taxes you pay are about to change. WKYT's Miranda Combs is at the live desk digging in to those numbers. Miranda?
Sam, to increase education spending, a $480 million tax hike is set to go into effect. Look for those changes in your income tax rate when you do your taxes next year, and everyone will pay 5% instead of a rate that varies usually between 2 and 6%. In the summer, get ready to pay a tax on many services that you currently don't.
The body does vote to override the veto on House Bill 362.
The decision to override the governor's veto of the revenue bill means Kentuckians will have to open their wallets a little more. The 6% state sales tax will expand to 17 services. Labor and service for personal property getting taxed. A $99 furnace tune-up will cost an extra $5.94. Add 84 cents in sales tax to a $14 haircut. Add $2.70 to a $45 pet grooming bill. Even taking your pet to the vet will be taxed. Look for an extra $1.64 to $2.30 on a typical vet visit. A $25 dry cleaning bill will cost an extra $1.50 when you factor the sales tax. Landscaping services will get a sales tax too, increasing the average visit to a typical home by $2.08. Gym membership and a round of golf will go up as well. A $45 round of golf goes up $2.70 when you add a sales tax. And to learn more about the tax changes and all the services that will get taxed when the law goes into effect, we have an interactive look on WKYT.com and inside the WKYT News app. The next step is for the Department of Revenue to implement all the tax changes and get the word out. At the live desk, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
Miranda, thank you. Now, for the thousands of teachers who showed up at the Capitol today to protest, this is welcome news.
But there is still more work to be done before the session wraps up tomorrow. And as we saw earlier today, teachers really made their voices heard. WKYT's Emily Arroyo continues our top story team coverage from Frankfort.
This is starting to feel like a family reunion at this point.
After a big defeat with Senate Bill 151 that pushes forward with changes to the state's pension system, teachers regrouped and refocused. Back to Frankfort today with their signs in tow and their chants ready to be heard. While some teachers say it's a lose-lose situation, they say they'll continue to take whatever victories they can.
We're doing everything we can today, tomorrow, November, on into the future.
That was made clear as the rally pushed well into the afternoon. Folks setting up chairs and blankets here on the Capitol lawn, sending the message that they're not going anywhere.
If they don't do this whole funding, then there's going to be a lot of schools closing. So I'm at a middle school math degree. So if there's a lot of schools closing, that means there's not going to be job opportunities for me. And I absolutely love my kids.
Their messages centered around the budget as districts across the state face funding cuts, even the possibility of shutting down when money runs out.
We've had the pension threat, we've had the funding threat hanging over our head all year. It's been like teaching while you're getting sucker punched in the gut.
In Kentucky, we have a constitutional obligation to adequately fund our public schools. That was based on a Supreme Court case.
Kentucky Attorney General Andy Beshear has already filed a lawsuit against the pension bill. Now he says inadequate school funding could lead to even more legal action.
And if any time the funding for our public schools falls below that adequate level, it becomes unconstitutional.
For now in Frankfort, I'm Emily Arroyo, WKYT.
Emily, thank you. A new study finds Kentucky's pension system remains among the worst in the country, but 3 of our neighboring states are among the best. The Pew Charitable Trusts found the unfunded liability for pension plans hit a record $1.4 trillion nationwide in 2016. Measurements show Kentucky contributed substantially less than benchmarks set to pay promised benefits. That puts Kentucky at the bottom of the list of all 50 states. On the flip side, neighboring Tennessee, Indiana, and West Virginia were among the 10 best states. Alaska was at the top, according to Pew.
New at 6, the Republican Party of Kentucky is now dealing with vandalism at their Frankfort office. Here's a picture showing red spray paint on the Mitch McConnell building sign. Republican Party officials say they saw a pound of litter on their lawn last week, and now they're dealing with this vandalism. Not clear who is responsible for what happened. And to follow all the breaking news and updates as they develop from Frankfort, just visit our website, WKYT.com. You can also find the information inside our WKYT News app.
Well, certainly it's another nice day out there today with warm temperatures and high winds. But this weekend, change is coming. WKYT meteorologist Chris Johnson is tracking it all for us in the First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, talk about a lovely way to wrap up the work week. Lots of sunshine, temperatures soaring into the upper 70s and low 80s. Just absolutely gorgeous day here across the Commonwealth. Kentucky cams showing just that as well. Lots of sunshine in all four boxes here. And look at these temperatures. We're all sitting in the low 80s, at least in these spots. There are some upper 70s showing up, mainly to our south and southeast. But I tell you what, all in all, just a beautiful day here across the state. But that will change as we watch this cold front move in from the west. That tracks eastward, bringing rounds of showers and thunderstorms as we get into your Saturday and Sunday. Some of those could be on the stronger side, and then colder air crashes the party. And here comes the chance for some snow showers. Yes, snowflakes returning to the forecast, and we'll break down that full forecast for you coming up here in just a bit.
Snowflakes again. Well, it's an unusual situation in Whitley County. 2 fires at 2 separate businesses in 2 different parts of the county. The first happened this morning in Williamsburg at the Tractor Supply store, and the second happened at W.D. Bryant and Sons Hardware in Corbin just a few hours later. WKYT's Tanner Hesterberg looks at why federal officials showed up to both scenes.
And it's just multiple explosions one after another.
Scary moments for workers at W.D. Bryant & Sons True Value in Corbin. Store manager Josh Disney.
The first explosion just sounded like a muffled, it's just real low boom.
Workers evacuated the building and firefighters arrived to quickly knock down the flames. They think the explosions might have been paint cans popping from the heat.
There's some pretty good damage in the area where we're speaking of where the fire originated. The rest of the building has some water and smoke damage, some decent heat damage also.
Authorities believe the fire started in a back room but are not sure what touched off the flames. Now, this fire was the second strange one of the day in Whitley County. About 15 miles away in Williamsburg, flames broke out at Tractor Supply. Employees at the store found the small fire burning in a stack of crates behind the building and extinguished it. Later, near the scene of the fire, investigators found a device with a timer and battery connected to accelerant.
It kind of takes you back when you see something of that magnitude happen here in small town Williamsburg.
Police have one person of interest who they say might have been trying to retaliate against the store. Tractor Supply is back open, but in Corbin, W.D. Bryant & Sons remains closed while managers try to assess the damage. In Whitley County.
Clean up and rebuild and move on.
Tanner Hesterberg, WKYT.
Now, no one was injured. Investigators have not found any reason to suspect foul play in the Corbin fire, but are not ruling out arson. For some lucky UK fans, it was a great morning out at Keeneland. We'll take you to the Maker's Mark bottle signing in 5 minutes. From the
Big Blue Nation's source for Motor Trend certified vehicles, Paul Miller Auto Outlet.
With Motor Trend certified vehicles, you know you're buying a great car.
Every Motor Trend certified vehicle has been inspected with key items repaired or replaced.
And every Motor Trend certified vehicle comes with a comprehensive 6-month, 7,500-mile limited warranty.
And a 72-hour exchange policy.
It's not just a car, it's peace of mind.
Shop anytime at paulmilleronline.com.
Hi, I'm David Clark. All funeral homes offer cremation services, but Clark Legacy Center offers on-site cremations. When it comes to cremation services, that puts us in a league of our own. With Clark Legacy Center's on-site crematory, families have our assurance that once you entrust us with your loved one, they never leave our care. We don't offer our crematory to other funeral homes, allowing us to give families total confidence and peace of mind. For answers to all of your cremation questions, contact Clark Legacy Center today.
Subarus are quite possibly the perfect car for safety, dependability, resale value, great fuel mileage, eco-friendliness, and affordability. This month, own a new 2018 Forester for only $22,795 or lease it for only $249 per month at Quantrell Subaru. For 6 years in a row, Quantrell has been the highest volume Subaru dealer in Kentucky. Discover for yourself why people who can afford to buy any car they choose Subaru. Come into Quantrell Subaru. We look forward to serving you.